Well, we're here again, recap day. Last video, you kind of enjoyed, so let's do another. Yeezy Day. First of all, what is Yeezy Day? Yeezy Day is a day where Kanye loves to flood the market with Yeezys. A day where we see major, massive cooks. So let's document my journey. Now I am just going to warn you guys, this is not going to be a massive 65 pair cook like my last video. Adidas is not my forte. But let's try it. We do have one more massive problem. I'm working. I work full time. I'm not going to be at my computer. But let's worry about that after. Now, if you saw my last video, you saw me use Liquid tools to generate jigged addresses, random names, emails, and so on. There's no need to jig them again. We are going to reuse them because the jigs that Liquid tools give you is just nuts. And to add to that, I got many people wanting to join Liquid tools. After I showed that one video, you all wanted to join. I mean, it's free. Who wouldn't? But we do want to keep it very limited. Here's a link to purchase Liquid tools for absolutely free. But if you missed that, link in description as well to join the waiting room. Counts. Done. Throughout this whole video where I got all the information about Yeezy Day was through my group KaiKicks Apprentice. We notified our members throughout the whole day with what's dropping, how you can get your hands on these, and obviously a bunch of different features within the group. And I'll get into it in a minute, how many pairs we copped as a group. It was nuts. We're talking hundreds. Now we wait for Yeezy Day. It's the day of the drop. First drop, Yeezy 350 breads. And it was a weird drop, Yeezy 700s. These dropped and I thought, we'll go for a couple here. And a couple is what I got. Provider decided to revert a lot of pairs, so we only got a couple of them. Yeezy 350 Sesames. Now this shoe brings a lot of memories. This was my first ever sneaker I possibly owned throughout my reselling career. This shoe meant a lot to me. I had to go for some. With a very, very small setup, we still managed to secure 4 pairs of Sesames. All whilst I was at work, all whilst I spent only about 30 minutes on my setup for Adidas. I will take that. Let's go and collect our wins. I think I got a bit of a sweat on. So let's get into the results. As you saw just before, we copped an overall of 14 pairs. Am I happy with these results? For the amount of work I did, yes I am. Overall, no I'm not. It's not the biggest of cooks for myself, and I'm not saying that in a snobbish way. I could have got a lot that day. If I prepared well, I could have probably hit around 50 to 100 pairs. It was quite easy. However, I spent half an hour setting up for this release, and to hit 14 pairs, I think is pretty decent. So let's get on to them. The first shoe to drop, what we went for was the core reds, or the breads, however you want to say. And yeah, it's a very, very nice looking shoe. There was a lot of stock of these. Do I think this will affect the resale price? Well, of course it will. At the end of the day, shoes are supply and demand. However, I do believe I should be able to make around £30 to £50 profit a pair if I am patient. I've noticed, especially with Yeezys, if you are patient and you can find the right buyer, you're looking at some very, very good profit. Very good looking shoe, your normal Yeezy 350, obviously with the old supply 50, very happy. Next up we do have the Sesames. Now this shoe means a lot to me, as you previously heard about in this video. This shoe means a lot, and it's also a very, very clean looking Yeezy 350. Same old with every single Yeezy 350. With the gum sole that actually goes around at the back, it actually looks very, very clean in my opinion. This is my first ever pair of Yeezys I did get, but I did resell them after wearing them, unfortunately. That's because at that point I only had about £300 to resell with, so I sold my own personal Yeezys to reinvest. And look where we are now, copping these for absolute fun. Again, very happy with this shoe. It's exactly what I expected. I can't really talk loads about Yeezy 50s, so I get them in every day. They're the same old. This is a nice design. Lastly, the other drop that we did go for is these Yeezy 700s. Now, I'm not usually a big 700 fan. However, this is probably the most wearable colorway I've seen. It's got some nice materials going across the whole shoe, and you can kind of see as the camera the different materials used for this shoe, and obviously with the off-white kind of beige kind of sole, it does actually match the shoe quite nice. These bulkier shoes have actually been quite trending recently, so I wouldn't be surprised if I can find a decent little buyer for these. Obviously StockX is not looking at very good profit, if any profit. However, I'm always selling locally and making a lot more money. 14 pairs, we cannot complain. We're looking at a decent amount of profit made as well. We're looking at least a couple £100 profit if I sell all these. So recap of the day. Was it as good as last year's? Now I'm going to be straight up and say no, just because of the pure fact that they dropped a lot more heat last year. Turtle doves were the main sort of rumour about this drop, and they decided to drop these at like 10 PM at night when I'm sleeping. So overall I do think it was a bit of a letdown. However, considering I spent half an hour setting up, I think it's decent results. My main focus was providing information for my group, which we absolutely smashed as a group. The average manual user was copying multiple. We're talking 5 to 10 pairs, even all manual. And that's just all from our information about how to make your accounts, how many times you can jig your accounts, what jigs to use. We provided it all. And I'm glad to say my hard work that provided to the group did actually pay off in the end, because we secured over 200 pairs as a group. If you guys would like to join the group, it will be top link down in the description. However, I'm disappointed from Yeezy Day. But we'll be back, and we'll be back stronger and better than ever. I'm here to hit big clips on big releases. What I would like to say is a big thank you to Shiv. He was the person who entered all of my accounts during that day because I was at work on a 12-hour shift, so I had no chance of entering at that point. It was overall a nice, easy day. Good stock to get in, and I'll be able to flip a lot of these for around £30 to £50 profit each pair. And yes, StockX might not say that, however my local abilities to flip do tend to get me a lot more profit. Apart from that, a big thank you to Liquid Tools for all the information, all the jigs, all the accounts and so on. Big thank you to my group in the first place. Myself and staff members absolutely killed it for the drop to ensure that all members did cook. So link in the description for both of them features, and obviously thank you to Shiv. Apart from that, we've got some big releases coming. Let's cook up even better and even bigger for next drop. Good luck in all your future releases, guys. I'm sweating, I'm tired. See you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.